All right, good dawning, and welcome to another episode of Good Dawning with myself. Used to be Mr. Floyd. Now, well, I'm Josh, right? Mr. Floyd was just an alter ego. So, how are we doing, guys? Welcome, Hershey. Good dawning, beautiful soul. Favor and love, Tina. Favor and love, and Laura B. Favor and love as well. Welcome, beautiful soul, Laura. If you missed Laura, she was live last night. She goes live Tuesdays and Thursdays, and of course at 5 o'clock Eastern time. And if you missed Hershey yesterday, she went live in the afternoon, and then tonight she is live at 6 o'clock, which would win of 8 o'clock. There we go. I gotta get the times right. 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock East Coast on Wednesday night. So she'll be live tonight. And check out Hershey there. Welcome Loretta as well. Grateful guys. Love you all, and I'm grateful to be here with you. And yeah, yesterday we went live. We're the first of. We're gonna try to do this twice a week. I figure out another time this week, maybe over the weekend, most likely. But yeah, so we went live and did live channelings, direct one-on-one. We didn't even need any cards. The cards are there as a backup, but we do channeling direct to whatever you are asking. And thank you. We did get a donation yesterday, so thank you for that. And thank you. We're going to keep trucking with that. It's getting some good views too. It's gotten over for a reading like that as something new, and to get it over 100 views is pretty blows my mind. So yeah, so we're going to keep doing so, and probably Sunday. I don't know. We'll go live again and do so. But yeah, thank you for those who attended, and grateful. And Tina, Shelly, and Neil. And we saw Neil in the chat yesterday for the first time in a minute. And it's funny, his intuition was he's like, I feel like I need to be here. And then his intuition was spot because he got a reading from Laura. So that was awesome. All right, guys. So welcome to another day, to Hump Day, and Wednesday. And so yeah, how's your universe going? We're moving forward here. Lots of positive things in the works, and for that I'm grateful. Today we go look at a room for rent, but I don't know. But I promised the guy I'd show up, so I'm gonna have follow through and show up. But you want $1,200 for a bedroom? We got to talk. But yeah, that's an apartment size amount there. But all right, so yeah, so grateful though. We're gonna go check it out. We did dig through the box. We got the calcite, not citrus, calcite in front of us here, and so we can utilize that for abundance today. And Mo, good dawning as well, and favor to Hershey and Mo and their new family member there. And all right, guys. 1,200 for no, literally a bedroom in a house, like the master bedroom in a house, which is obscene, right? Because at 1,200, at that point, that's about where my apartment before they start jacking up the rent every year. But that's about where my apartment started at, and so yeah, we will not, even though I mean utilities were cheap comparatively, we will not pay $1,200 for a bedroom, especially if he wants first month, first, last, and deposit, or first and deposit. He had mentioned that he wants deposits and months of rent. So it's like, well, wait a minute, we're bringing you $4,000 that I currently don't to move into a house, but your bedroom no less. When I could probably rent a 4,000, I could put that down on a two bedroom. But no, I know room for 12. It's not only ridiculous, it's insane, right? And then he wants a lease signed with pages and pages of rules and regulations, and it's like no. That's quite all right. But we'll go check it out because I made the commitment to do so. But absolutely. New York Debs, good dawning, beautiful soul. Nice to see you, Bonnie Binsky. Good dawning as well. All right, let's see what Goddess Kuan Yin, not Goddess, sorry. Kuan Yin, Master of the Divine Feminine, has for us today. All right, we're going to do a fan spread here. I'm going to fan them out on the table and pull the card. That one. Alrighty. See. There we go. That's the problem when you do a fan spread, though. You gotta regroup the cards. It takes a minute. Maybe an apartment. And screw HOAs, LOL. Yeah, no kidding, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've got a couple people literally telling me that their guides are, like one person specifically, telling me and her guys are telling me that I'm not even going to be here. So I have no idea. I'm just literally taking it one physical day at a time. But we do have an interview tomorrow, so that's good. But all right, so let's see what we've got here in the card today. And we've had this card before, and I did a fan spread and pulled it out. So it's the card that's meant. But any card you grab is the card it's meant to be. You can't tell the guy you changed your mind. I guess I could. I could text Victor, but I'm kind of curious to see what he thinks for $1,200. I'm kind of curious, and then I can go dash from there. It's in Longmont anyways. So that's not a big deal. Get me out of the house. But I could. It's my habit to do stuff like that, to say yes and then be like, no, I'm not gonna, and either blow it off or. So in 2026 we want to at least be of our word, right? So I'll show up if it's like yeah, and it's all about energy anyways, right? So I don't even know this guy from Adam, but based on what we've talked, it's already a come. And what I've seen him post on Next Door is the app where I found his. It's like a community app where I found his post. Yeah, he's posting lots of angry stuff. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go check it out because why not, right? And then that's just so much in rent and moving. I know it's insane. I'm not gonna take it. I mean, $1,200 unless he's like, no, it's really 800. This must you'd show up. I mean, I'm not taking a bedroom for 1,200. That's insane. Because I could get my whole apartment was less than 1,200 when I first got it. I was to rent a complete. If I went to a complete stranger, I'd probably charge a lot too. People are unreliable and don't take care of your property the way you would. Cost of repairs are insane. This is true. But then the other thing, of course, to think about, not to deal with, nothing to deal with, but to think about is that if I'm moving, he's right. It's their energy. So what am I? I'm familiar with the energy here, and yeah, I can deal. No problem. But it's the energy, somebody else's energy that I don't know, and I'm moving into their property and their house. Yeah, we got to. This is going to be an interesting deal. So, I would take a roommate sitch if it's the right sitch, of course, situation. But if you're not vibrating in any sort of, if you're still vibrating down in the divide, then I'm not going to play into that or live within it. So yeah, so we'll have to see. But based on what I saw, he's living wet deep within the RD divide. You know what the RD divide, right? The Ikins and the Democrats. Yeah, I didn't even want to say it. The Democrats, right? Exactly, because YouTube picks up on that, and I don't even want to mess with the algorithm with what I do, right? Because we're not political, so if it picks up political words, it shuffles you around in the AI shuffles you around in the algorithm, right? But yeah, we are not political, but so yeah, but he might be, and so I'm not even going to deal with that. But no, I've got to learn to do different, so I'm going to check, go and follow through, right, instead of just drop the ball. Because exactly. I have to cleanse my space a lot. Speaking of cleansing, I'll get it. But we did find the. I gotta get some Palo Santo, but I did find the Florida water. Just say evil and good. That sums it all up. LOL. Well, to an extent, yeah. I'm not gonna. I mean, well, I mean, and that's all subjective, though. Evil and good, unfortunately, are subjective to the individual person. So, I mean, we can all have an agreement that Hitler might have been evil, right? And we all have an agreement that if Santa Claus was real, he'd be good, right? But, yeah, exactly. But it's all subjective, right? If you're the Grinch, then Santa Claus is terrible, right? And if you're Charles Manson, then Hitler might be amazing, right? So it's all in how you see things, right? It's all in perspective, right? So to speak. But Sherry Bell, welcome. Grateful to see you. Nice. Welcome, welcome to our shoe here. Welcome to the family, and enjoy. Angela, good dining, beautiful. So absolutely. But when I'm paying $1,225 for a second, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot house, I think $1,250 for a room is ridiculous, unless it's a huge room. I don't disagree at all. Yeah, I mean, really, if I'm paying that, then why am I here when I could be down at the beach in Florida? Exactly. Insane, crazy Eddie. I'm a kid. Hi, kid. Welcome. We're all kids at heart, right? Really, all we are. Let's be honest. Aside from being dust in the wind, dudes, right? All we are is dust in the wind, right? No. Seriously though, Socrates isn't here, right? So, but yeah, we're all kids at heart, right? We're all really just trying to heal our broken inner childs, right? So technically and theoretically, while we're all really just energy, we're all trapped, so to speak. Not trapped, but working. There we go. That's a better way to say it. Working towards integrating our inner child, which means that most of the time looping in our inner child anyway. So we're all kind of kids at heart, right? Exactly. If we all had healed inner childs, and none of us would be sitting here right now. But that's a whole nother deal. Uh, my daughter was my daughter. We call. Ooh, there we go. I lost it there. Okay, I put out a short last night showing 432 hertz sound bowl I got from Chloe's Crystals. It's amazing sounding. Love it. Oh wow. Okay, so check out Shelly's short. I will definitely do so myself. And here I'll pin that. So if you're not so if you're not subscribed to Shelly and Shelly and Neil, they're kind of together but separate but together. Shelly and Neil or Shelly, then yeah, check that out and check. I will check that out, Shelly. Thank you. Okay, my name is Scarlett. Welcome, Scarlett. How are you doing? Where are you from? Welcome. All right. Hi, awesome Josh and awesome Maya. Welcome. Other people didn't need her show. For some reason, I wasn't subbed to you. I am now. There we go. Well, I can't find a two-bedroom for less than 2,000 a month in southern New Hampshire unless it's really run down. Well, where you're at, there's a reason for that, probably Laura B, because you are generally speaking in the safest, calmest, most peaceful place in North America, right? That whole area, the Vermont, New Hampshire area there, it's yeah, it's the most. Look it up. It's the safest place. Crime statistics and otherwise, it's the most safest and chill place in America. So that makes a lot of sense. To say the least. Yeah, you can get an apartment out here for like 1,000, 1,100, 1,000 and below. I'm not gonna say you might want to check yourself when you get out of the car and turn your head around. Keep your head on a swivel when you go into your apartment. But here's a thought. Maybe we just move into like a micro hotel or something like a extended stay, right? Like 250 a week. And that'd be cheap, $1,000. Who knows? But we got a couple. We got time. So yeah, so we'll go check out Vic. The guy's name is Victor. So we'll go check out Victor's one room, 1,000, 1,200. Maybe I have no idea. I don't know what Victor's thinking. But he had somebody in there, so they left, and we'll see what happens here. But I'm curious to see. He wants me to sign a lease, right? I'm not signing a lease for a bedroom, no matter what. But no. Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. Land prices have almost doubled in 4 years. Everything's almost doubled. It's crazy. Well, what's crazy is the prices have almost doubled, but the sizes have almost halved, right? Like and again, we don't really generally eat Oreos, but yeah, that's just an example, right? Put an old Oreo from post 2020 to a current Oreo, and yeah, you'll see shrinkflation, right? Wow, that's amazing shit. It's really loud, and two keeps going. I stopped the sound. It lasts so long. What's the? My daughter, we call Shell Bell. That name, Sherry Bell. Aw. Wow, you can't find a two-bedroom for less than 2,000 here. You can get a two-bedroom easy. For about a grand and up, you can get a one-bedroom. But yeah, I remember for years when I was in Kentucky, I paid, and get this right. So I moved into this apartment in 2002, right? Two or is it three? 2003. And so I moved into this apartment, right? And $650 a month. No, 625 actually a month. That's what my rent was. And then literally until like 2000, from like 2002, three, until 2000 and was it 910? I paid $625, 650, 25 a month for a two-bedroom with two baths, two bedrooms, off-street parking, washer, dryer in the apartment. Literally two full bedrooms, off-bedroom, master suite, bathroom, two bathtubs, not two showers, underground or back behind the apartment parking, and a storage unit to boot. Right, fully carpeted, central AC, central heat. Yeah, brand new appliances. Yeah, so 625. Yeah, had I never moved out, my rent probably would still be under a grand. So yeah, crazy. All right, so let's see what we've got. We got Kuan Yin here, and good dining, guys. Before we do Kuan Yin, though, I found the bell. I found the bells, and so yeah, I can ring my bell, right? Ring the bells. I can't ring my bell. I don't have a bell, but we'll ring the bell. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Take a deep breath in. And not to deaden the energy, we don't want to slam them on the table, right? So I'll hang them on the box right next to me here. But my name is really Michelle, but I've always gone by Shelly. Aw, All right, so we have two Michelles now in chat. Shelly Michelle and Mo Michelle. So how awesome is that? Shelly, my mom was the firstborn and was named after both parents too. Her name was Phyllis Joe for Phyllis and Joseph. Oh, I love that. All right. So Tai Chi Rising, your energy field, and this is from Kuan Yin, the master of the divine feminine, as I work with her. We all work with her, right? Your energy field is growing stronger with more spiritual electricity pulsing through your being. Take time to nourish your nervous system as it adjusts and be gentle with yourself as you adjust to increase levels of spiritual potency. There we go. Which gives more impact to your words, actions, and thoughts. May you be strong and merciful, powerful, and wise in equal measure. There you go. Live long and prosper too, right? Live long and prosper. Right? But yeah, you can try that. It's not the easiest thing to do. I can do it on one hand, but I cannot split. I can do it on my right hand, but I can do it on my left hand. But not easy to do. So yeah. So all right, nourish your nervous system. So what does that mean? That means go find some peace, right? Go ground. Not today. It's like 5 degrees outside, but go. So go ground, or maybe if you're in the Florida Panhandle, there you could go ground. But yeah, not in Colorado right now. Can you imagine that putting your feet? Yeah, anybody actually ever go ground in the snow? I mean, can you ground if you're like standing there freezing your butt off? Would you be grounding? Um, no, anyone I missed? Just having coffee. All right. Speaking of coffee, we're gonna do a simultaneous sip. If you want to join me for a simultaneous sip, and this is in honor of, well, he's passed now. Scott Adams here. He was highly interesting to watch when I watch political content. I don't anymore, but of course we all love Dilbert, and so cheers to Scott Adams. So we take your libation, sip, sip. And of course to Bob Weir as well. It was a heavy week last week, right? But yeah, so but if that's what happens when you live at the end of a generational shift, right? Unfortunately, we reached the end of a generational shift, right? So it's going to be, it's heavy if you want it to be, but if you're prepared, then every week is gonna could be like, I mean, everybody's in their 70s and 80s, right? So we're gonna get some interesting over the next 10 years, right? Everybody, and I keep feeling it's weird how to think that, but everybody will be gone, right? All of the movie stars we grew up with will be gone. All of the rock stars that we listen to, most of them. I mean, not the current ones, but not too many bands left. But all the classic rockers will be gone. So favor, right? Imagine that one day there's like nobody. Like who's on tour? Who's going on tour? And we wouldn't know half of them, right? And favor, but pick the wrong time to be bright. Looks like I picked the wrong time to quit sniffing glue, right? Exactly. Well, it's an airplane, but your shit's gonna hit the fan, right? All right. So the Hero's Journey deck. Yeah, if you're new with us, I do all kinds of quips from 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s movies and TV and music and stuff. And I don't know why. We all grew up with that stuff, right? I mean, we've all seen airplanes. So, the wrong time to quit brushing my brusha, 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 brusha. All right, so let's see what we've got here. This is the Hero's Journey deck, and we're all on a hero's journey, right? Because we've all find ourselves, right? And the hero is when you find yourself and finally start living your own universe, right? Jane, welcome, Jane. Beautiful soul, welcome. All right, so let's cut the deck, better than cutting the mustard here, and we'll see what we get from the Hero's Journey. Take the bottom card as energetics in the top three, un, dos, and tres, as how we obtain said energetics here. All right, so it's become the elixir. Let your glow do the heavy lifting. So what you're saying is let your energy take care of what you need, right? Hustle, you can do hustle culture, right? And, you know, every day you're hustling, right? Or you can give it to your angels and guides and do the 10%. And so we do a little of both here. We are going to do DoorDash, but nobody's trying to come by to drop the check off at the door, so to speak. But so yeah, my job is to just get in the car, and then their job is to give me the dashes, right? All right, so that's number 50 as well, 50. 50 or 5 is you as far as change goes. 5 is the number of change, and 0 is the universe. So if you're looking for change in your universe, become the elixir. So let your glow, let your energy do the lifting for you. Let your energy precede you instead of letting your trying to lift with your move the universe with your physicality, move the universe with your energy. There we go. All right, 10,000 angels. So that's number 17 or an 8. 8 is infinity or flow. So 10,000 angels. It says underneath, lean on your circle of supernatural support, which we are about to do here in a few moments. So are you leaning on them? They're reminding us to contact them as we are going to call into our angels and guides this morning. Just dawning as we did yesterday and as we will be doing daily, right? Number 13 or 4, divine discernment. So step back to find clarity, right? And we've been talking about stepping back, right? Instead of leaning up against the mountain, all you see is the wall of the mountain in front of you. But if you step all the way back, you can see the entire mountain range, right? So it's like the dragonfly energy as well, right? So the dragonfly to hover over your problems so you see them from a higher light instead of standing within them, right? Exactly. And then finally, numbers 37, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 10 or 1. 1, U, 0 is the universe, right? So stop and take in the view. So step back to find clarity, right? So if you're stepping back to find divine discernment and stepping back to find clarity, you're going to then be able to see the entire mountain range, right? Instead of just the mountain that you're leaning against. So if you go from 36 to 287, it goes from looking up to 287, you can see that's US 287, right? You can see literally from Wyoming, if you're in the right spot, like in Longmont, right? And turn your head backwards, all the way down to Colorado Springs, which is about 150 miles, give or take, maybe more, from the top to the near bottom of the state, right? And so, yeah, you can see the entire front range of the Rocky Mountains. So, step back. Step back, Jack. All right, so take stock of the treasures you've created, right? And if you can't see the treasures if you're standing in it, but if you step back and think about it for a second and look around, you'll see what you've created, and it's a whole new universe, right? Exactly. And thank you from coming from Laura there. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is it's a fluffy deck. I'm not gonna lie, but it's the Hero's Journey. It's a Dream Oracle deck. For somebody who doesn't remember his dreams though, but we're all on the hero's journey, right? And so to put it all together here, it's real simple. Step into your energy, become that, right? What do you want to be? What are you looking for? As we said yesterday, when you're on the path there, what energy do you bring down the path, right? So become the elixir. Lean on your family for support, and we're going to bring on our family here in a moment. Step back to find clarity. So don't get to you have to get away from the problem in order to find it, to fix it, right? You have to step out of the situation. What you resist persists, right? So like if you're exactly. So if you're trying to step out of the situation, put it to the left, and then you can see it from a better, clearer space, right? Then stop and take in the view once you're there, right? Take in what you've learned. Once you find clarity there, stop and see where you really are. Most of us aren't in a space that we think we are. We're in a better space than we really give ourselves credit for, right? It's like when we look down our trail, are you seeing your trail full of your path full of potholes and chicken wire and crap in the way? No, of course not. But so yeah, step back a little bit. And what we tend to find, it's a lot better than what we think it is. But all right, I find much more. I find I'm more a scarf person now. Wasn't so much a scarf. I haven't worn a scarf in years. Sending fluff your away, Debs. Standing too close to the fire will get you burned. Step back to see the flame and get some warmth. Exactly. So we need to step back in order to see what the real deal is. Exactly. All right, so we're going to pull one more card here. Then we're going to see what we've got. We'll do a channeling in some fashion here. And today we have, we're going to call in our guides and such, but today we have the calcite. And so we found another stone out of the box. All my points are here. All my points and such are down at the bottom of the box. I got 3 eggs from the chicken this morning. Oh wow, wow, fresh, bright. Jesus, I couldn't even imagine like want an egg. And it's just like fresh as can be, right? Generally, our eggs, the eggs that we eat, like most people, are like days and weeks old, right? and so they don't taste half as good as you would if it's like fresh picked, right? But yeah. All right, so let's see what we get number wise. All right, I just fanned this out. If you've been with us anytime soon, and lately, right? Um, there are no coincidences in the universe. I just fanned it out, and pulled out a card, right? 2 days ago. Hey. Um, hey, we pulled this just the other day, right? 1717. So when you get looping numbers, and there's an absolute of something that's 1717 is a good number to but yeah. So what is it screaming? Of course, and 1010 endings bring just 1010 endings bring new beginnings. Chatting, but 17, right? So at the edge of 17. We're not Stevie Nicks here, right? But let go of the past, and there you go. That would be my message. You could scream that at me probably daily in some fashion. Um, so yeah, it's a perfect message for myself. Let go of the past. It says it's time to release the weight of the past and embrace the new opportunities ahead. So that means we're already being told that there's new opportunities, right? So if you can release the past and trust, we just told you there's new opportunities coming to you, right? Trust your instincts, especially if you feel called to lead others, as the universe is guiding and supporting you in this journey. So there you go. Release, forgiveness, healing, growth, new beginnings, movement forward, renewal. I will take it. And the fact that this is 2 out of 3 times we have pulled number cards, we've gotten this card twice, right? I don't say much, but, well, actually I do, but, wow. It gets a wow, right? That leaves we'll just leave that card hanging out at this point. It obviously wants to be seen, right? Um, Jane, yes, I have too many boys. The girls are naked. Naked? Okay. Thanks, Bunny. I need a big hug, Debs. Has it been too cold to let them out? Basically, I love everything. There you go. All right, so welcome. Thank you guys for yesterday. If you were part of the cards and channeling, it was all channeling, no cards. But we're gonna do it again on Sunday. So all you do is bring your questions to the archangels and to the ascended masters there, and they will answer them and channel for you. It was good. Everything good anyway. All right, so let's do a bring in our guides. We're going to do a couple of things energetically as we do. So as we're going to be doing on the daily here, if you want to join me in calling in our guides, angels, and whatnot, if you don't do so on the daily when you wake up and put your feet on the ground, I wait till now to do it as part of the show. But either way, if you want to join me, so take a deep breath in and release. Another breath in and release. And one more breath. And release. All right, so we're calling our angels, calling our guides, we call in any archangels we work with. So myself, I call in Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo Calf Woman, and there's a few others, Yael, Yeshalea. There's a few other angels that I work with outside of that, to come into my universe to work with me today. And we'll call in your guides and angels as well, if you have not already done so. And yeah, starting your day off by putting your feet on the ground, being grateful, and then of course calling in your guides and angels. We're waiting till the show to do so. We're not alone. We can go at it alone. And what I've noticed is that I'll fall into the soup and have not called in my guides and angels. And if I haven't, then I will be in the soup for a while, right? And if I call in my guides and angels that morning, that dawning, right? Or if I've called them in already that day, then however long I'm in the soup is way less if I even get there, right? Because I have my guides and my angels. I'm already in connection with them. Not that I'm not if I don't call them in, but I'm consciously more in connection with them, right? And so I'm looking for the signs, the synchronicities, what my universe is going to give me to show me that they're there, to talk with me and whatnot, right? So from your end, are you starting your day off with your guides and angels? And I think this is going to roll into the channeling here as well. But so yeah, let's see what we've got here. Bear with me a moment here. Archangel Raphael here. We are discussing calling in your guides and your angels on the daily, right? Are you one to do so? And are you, if you're watching this program, hopefully that you are calling in your guides and angels at the same time. It is up to you whatever energetic exercises you choose or do not choose to do on this program, right? But it is up to you how you see and how you interact with your universe, right? Your guides, your angels are always with you, right? It is up to you to make that connection. They're connected to you, but you get disconnected yourself, right? So to reestablish the connection, they don't ever break the connection, right? It is you, yourself, who's breaking the connection to your guides, your angels, and your family, correct? It is not us, Archangel Raphael. You are part of your universe. It's not going to leave you stranded and abandoned in your universe. It is your job, though, to reach out to myself and to the others that are with you, to speak to you, to come to you, right? We will sit in your frame. We will hang around. We will protect you from the big things, of course. But we will not intervene. We will not sit there and guide you in the daily, right? In the mundane, in the usual, right? If you are not asking for help, if you are not acknowledging, we're not going to let you perish, so to speak, and drive your car off a cliff. But at the same time, we're not going to help you find the best parking space, so to speak, when you are going to the grocery store, right? So if you are asking for help, right, in general in your universe, then the miracles and the parking spaces may occur. But if you are just ignoring us, right, they're not doing in your universe, or going out and about in your frame, right, which is nothing wrong with that, but not acknowledging that there's others with you hanging out around you who are part of your universe on the daily, then it is hard for us to stand around and intervene, right? So you go to the grocery store and you find that 50% of your list is on sale, right? You have spoken to your guides, you are following your intuition, you get up, you go to the store on Thursday, right? And then you find that the store is on sale and you save $100, maybe $50, right? You do not talk to your guides. You do not get into your intuition. You go to the store on Wednesday before the big sale, right? Then you spend $50 more than you would have otherwise. Why? These are little simple things, but why you are not consulting your guides? You are not consulting your intuition, which is a little part of that as well, right? So we are asking, Archangel Raphael is asking of you, for you, all of you, to talk with your guides, to get with your guides in the dawning, right? To wake up and to realize through your realize. Again, don't let your lying eyes take over for you, but the eyes that see for real, the universe that you are trying to create. So use your realize to realize through your realize, of course, right? Not your lying eyes, that you are not alone, right? That you have guides and angels that want to help you. And so wake up and contact them in the dawning. If you contact your guides and angels in the dawning, they're going to carry you through the day, right? So you are now partnering. You are asking your guides, your angels, your energetic relationships, your family, right? Your ancestors as well. Do not forget to bring them in as well, right? You are asking them to walk with you during the day. If you do not, they do not, right? It is simple as that. We're not going to let you get run over. You're not going to get squashed by a train, per se. But at the same time, the little things that we might be helping you with, you have not asked for our intervention. It's not like we cannot intervene, but without your permission, we're not going to do those little things for you, right? So we are asking of you on the daily, on the dawning, right, to wake up. If you are watching this program, then to, when we get to that part in the program, call in your guides, call in your angels. If you're not watching the program, right, and it's a Saturday or a Sunday, right, or maybe a Sunday, when there is no program, put your feet on the ground and call in your angels, call in your guides. Ask them for the help. Say, hey, today is the sunny day, right? Today is Sunday, so shine with me today. Be a part of my universe, right? Come in and say hello, right? So it's up to you what you are doing, right? But if you are not calling in your guides, you are not calling in the angels, you're not calling in your spirit family and your ancestors on the daily, then you are going at this, generally speaking, alone. We are with you, right? And of course, like we said, we're not going to let you get squashed. But nonetheless, we cannot do the things that we would normally do, right? We would not. You get in the soup. If we are with you, we can help to ease you out of the energetic soup, right? If you are not calling on us, then how longer will you stay in that soup, right? You will stand in that energy for a longer period of time, right? Until you realize, and something has to break through when you are in the soup, right? You have to get a shining of light to come through. You will realize then through your realize where you are, right? And that you have not yet called in your guides. And generally speaking, once you get into the soup and you wake up in the soup, what do? You call us in, right? You call in your guides, your angels, to help clear, to help figure it out, to get fix the energies, to get a better situation. You go out to ground, you look for Mother Nature. You do all the things you could have done beforehand so you don't get in the soup in the first place, if you are an understanding of what we are discussing here. So Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that it's your responsibility, right? Nobody else is going to do it for you. You cannot have your spouse or your child or your boss come and call in your guides, right? It is up to them to call in their guides if they choose to do so. And you can see who is called in their guides, generally speaking, and who is not, right? So those who are in panic, right? Those who flip out, right? Those who are not at peace, generally speaking, have probably not called in their guides, right? And most people on this planet, generally speaking, aren't calling in their guides. They don't even realize they have their own guides, right? So do realize that you are already at an advantage, and most people are standing in a disadvantaged state, right? Because you realize through your real eyes, right? They're not sitting in their traumatized eyes, right? So as you realize through your real eyes that you are calling in, when you are calling in source, right? You are calling in your angels. You are calling in the archangels that you work with, and you are calling in your direct guides, whomever and whatever they might be, right? Maybe you are calling in dogs, or spirit of a dog, or spirit of your dragons, right? Or maybe you are calling in an ancestor, right? You are powering up, right? You are leveling yourself up. You are like a superhero with a team, right? Well, most people are walking around in their lower 4D, right? In the lower broken self, right? Their broken ego, their broken inner child, and they are living through that. You are realizing that you may have brokenness within your inner child, but you are calling on your guides, right? And your angels and whatnot to help walk you through the day to keep you what? Even keeled, right? So it is up to you to choose to stay even keeled, to choose to work with your angels and guides, to keep yourself in a higher dimension, right? In a better vibration. So when things come up, you have a team, right? Your A team, so to speak, to lean against, right? To lean with you, to lean into, to be a part of you, to be a part of your universe, to help you, right? So it is up to you when it comes down to it. It is up to you what you choose to do or not in your universe. But if you want the clarity in the difference between standing in front of the mountain and looking at the sheer side of the mountain and going, oh my gosh, or stepping back a few miles and seeing the entire mountain range, right, is just the difference between you calling in your guides during the day or not, right? So if you have called in your guides and something happens, you can immediately lead on them, right? All right, you are with me, guides. Help me, right? Show me. They're already there. They already know what is going on, right? If you have not called them in, well, they may be malingering around, so to speak. They are part of your universe. They cannot act energetically, right, without your interference, without you stating so, right, or asking them in the day, right? So when you wake up in the dawning, you give them blankets. Give your guides. Give myself blanket. Archangel Raphael blanket permission, right, to be a part of your universe for that day, right? To be a part of the helpful team in your life, to help guide you through intuitive hits, right, through downloads and whatnot, to the right locations, to do the right things, to be in the right place at the right time so that you can meet the right people and get the right things in your universe. So your universe can flow, right? You cannot do so, and you can stumble around in the broken inner child energy that most of us are carrying. It is truly up to you how you want to frame yourself out. I would personally choose not to do so, but that is up to you, right? What in your universe are you allowing, are you not allowing into your universe? That is the other question we are going to ask you today, right? If you have your guides with you, right, we're not going to allow for much shenanigans in your universe so much, right? If you are asking your guide to help guide you on the daily and you are listening to your intuition, you are going to step in the right place, right? You're going to avoid the pitfalls and the shenanigans and the whatnots in your universe, right? Because you are going to be listening to your intuition, as we will be helping to guide you to where you are looking to go, to what you are looking for in your universe, right? If you are not there, then you are being guided by what? You're generally a broken inner child. That is going to lead you what? In patterns, right? The old patterns, right? So you are going to lead to sadness, right? Or unhappiness, or to places you don't want to be, right? Or to situations that may look familiar because you have lived them before, right? So if you call in your guides, call us in on the daily, right? Then we can help to avoid those pitfalls in your universe. If you look at your path, as White Buffalo Calf Woman had stated the other day, right? Yesterday. See your path. Are you seeing it with potholes and pitfalls and big ditches and stuff in it? No, of course not, right? You are not seeing with landmines in that, and it's not seeded with landmines, right? Your path is clear, right? It is either a trail that is nice and beautiful, or it is a concrete path through the wood, whatever it is, right? Maybe it's a road. Your path is clear, but If you are not with your guides, right? If you are not, you will find all the pitfalls in your path because you will be coming from your broken, what is left that is broken within you. And if you want to be guided through your brokenness, don't call guided and living through your brokenness. There we go. Then do not call in your guides and your angels, right? But if you want to be guided to be a better soul, to live in a better universe, to avoid the pitfalls, right? And to listen to your intuition. And you call in your guides and your angels on the daily, right? We will help walk with you. Like Stevie Wonder obviously could not drive himself, right? So he had to call in his chauffeur, right? But he trusted that the chauffeur would guide him to where he needed to be, right? Utilize us as your chauffeur, just like Stevie Wonder, who would never have been able to drive himself anywhere, although he used to drive in parking lots, right? Nonetheless, you are getting the idea, right? The blind. You cannot lead the blind. You cannot lead yourself. You've been leading yourself for how long to where? Where has it taken you? Most of you are still trapped inside your traumas in some aspect. Not all completely, of course. But there are still malingerings there of traumas and dramas that you have not yet cleared, right? And so, are you wanting to allow yourself to guide yourself as you are still, or will you get your angels, your personal direct guide, whomever that might be, right? Your family, right? Your soul family. Why would you not let them help guide you? Put your arm out. Put your hand out and reach out to your soul family. Take our arm, take our hand, and walk with us. Let us carry you over the pitfalls. Let us carry you over the divots in the road, right? Let us carry you over the ravine, right? Let us get you where you need to go. If you trust, and that is a big portion of it, trust in us. Trust in the walk that we can take together. We can change our universe. We can help you to change our universe, but you have to let go. Most of you, even when you are walking, are still holding too tight, right? So the more presence you can find, the more you can release, the more you can call us in, the more you can allow for, and the more you can step back to see the bigger picture, the better your universe is going to be. Lots of you won't allow for that in your universe, and you're running around in panic and frustration and looking and grappling for whatever you can grab onto at the moment, right? And when you are doing so, then you are pulling things into your universe that you might not want to pull in to your universe if you are in understanding. We love you. Do you love yourself? In some fashion, of course, you must. You are here, right? You are looking to change. You are doing the work, right? You are finding who you are as source. You are standing in the love that you are. So see that for yourself. And just like we are doing yesterday, take a moment and see our path. I know we are not white buffalo calfwoman here, but Archangel Raphael is asking you to see your path. Your path probably still does not have divots or potholes or a big mattress in the way, right? Your path is clear. When you create the path that you would want, you would create it clear, right? You do not put obstacles in your way. So let us help remove the obstacles energetically from your universe, right? Let us help you steer clear of the obstacles. Call us in. Don't drive your own car. Let us be the self-driving mechanism of your car, right? If you are driving a Tesla, so to speak, and you put it on self-drive, you let go, right? And you trust, and you let the computer, the AI, drive the car. Are you still trying to drive your own car, right? Drive the bus. Don't drive it off the cliff, right? The energetic cliff. Let us keep it on the road for you. Ask your guides and angels in the daily, in the dawning, to guide you, to help you to have the peaceful day, to help you to avoid the pitfalls, to not fall in the divot in the road, right? To drive down the smooth road. You can do so, and we are here for you. Utilize this space to do so in the daily, and you will see our universe change. Those who are not asking for your guides to intervene are trying to push the energies themselves, and you will find yourself in frustration and aggravation and standing in generally the same spot you are in yesterday, right? But if you ask for our help, then we can help to guide you, and you may never even see the divot or the pitfall. You may not have to deal with the energy that would turn around and put a dislike, any of that. Nothing, but it's up your choice, right? You make that choice. Most of you do not make that choice to join with us, but that is up to you. See your universe for what you will, but you are the creator of it. And if you want to create better for yourself, then partner with those who can see behind the veil, right? Partner with your guides who can see the energy coming, right? Partner with Archangel Raphael. I'm here for you to help heal those wounds that are blocking you, right? So that when you are calling, looking into your universe, you are not doing so through the wounds of a broken child, right? You are doing so through the healed adult in presence, right? It's up to you. Releasing transmission. All right, so energy. There we go, guys. All right, so grateful. All right, Debs, that song was stuck in my head when I'm 64. I'm gonna be 64. We'll need to still feed. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? There you go. We, exactly. Fantastic, guys. So yeah. So are you calling on your angels and guides during the day? Are you calling on them in the morning? Right in the dawning. We're going to do so on the daily here, and so if you are want to be part of that, grateful. Calling on your angels and guides, what gives you what support? If you're not calling on your angels and your guides on the daily, I mean that's truly up to you. You don't have to do so, but then exactly, they always laugh when you get into a jam up and you call them like, all right, what's going on here? Angels, guides, I need some help here. But and they're like, well, you could have not had the jam up to begin with if you called us in the morning, right? That's the idea. It's like putting on the GPS before you get stuck in traffic. Then you know that the traffic is there, right? Exactly. I'm not saying you have to use the GPS on the daily, but if you do, you can see if the traffic is there and then avoid it. And that's the idea. That's what the guides are and they're saying. Enspree, wait for my Chloe crystals. There you go. Yeah, Chloe's crystals. If you missed that on Saturday, we had Chloe live. It takes about a week-ish, give or take, maybe a little longer. But yeah, and I did not buy anything actually. That's like the first time I haven't bought a Chloe's crystal in a while. I get laughed at for praying before I drive. Well, who cares, right? I mean, we may get laughed at, but you're calling in protection for the drive. How awesome is that, right? True and spree, age is a frame of mind. Yes, it is. All right, guys. And keep this one just a hair shorter because I've got to go check out that $1,200 room for rent. I mean, I could blow the guy off. It's just the energy I'm presenting to the universe. If I were to do so, I mean, I guess I could. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I'm not renting the room no matter what. $1,200 a month. That's not gonna happen. But we'll check it out. All right, we're gonna pull one more card here. This is the daily crystal cards, and then we will work with the calcite, not citron, calcite. I always mix them up. All right, today's crystal card, black kyanite. Oh wow. Set strong boundaries. So make sure you're setting strong boundaries today. Witchy, I say, God and angels go before me when I enter car or any place, and it does help. I'm done. I'll be doing that on the daily now. All right, God, no God, but and yeah, I watched an interesting video by Morg about the. And maybe I'll post it, but it's kind of an old one, 4 months ago. But I don't know. I watched it last night. But yeah, that the God of the Bible might actually not really be. It might be Satan, but that's a whole nother deal, right? And he goes over hundreds of times where the God of the Bible, right, is killing people and all kinds of right. So yeah, exactly. So we don't generally want to be a source, right? So we call him source on the daily instead of feel the vibe, Josh. A 2-bed, 2-bath can be up to $3K in California. No kidding. Yeah, I know. 2-bed, 2-bath out here generally it's about 2,000 and up, but yeah. So I'm curious to see what this guy's got for $1,200 for a single bedroom there. That's all right. So we're gonna work with the citrine, calcite, not citrine, calcite. Damn it, orange calcite. Thank you. And this one's got a really sharp point. You could like, but if you need right. But what happened with the orange calcite? Heading into breakfast, everyone. Have an amazing day. Oh, have a great breakfast. I hungry. Good luck with your new homestead search, Josh. Love you all. Love you, Bunny. Thank you for being a part of our universe here. We love you. All right. Chains a torture table, lol, at Josh. What? Chains a torture table, lol, at Josh. Okay, favored. Much love, buddy. All right, so we're going to work with the calcite. And then we're going to close out maybe a few minutes early so I can get myself together and get up to Dude's place, right? Victories, and see what his $1,200 bedroom looks like. Craziness. All right, so here we go. With your permission, energetics only works and can only work with your permission. All right, so we're going to bring in some abundance with the orange, of course, and some flow. We're moving blocks on the sacral and root chakras, especially the root chakra. And it's going to be your block to money, generally speaking, so we're going to pick at the root chakra. We're going to clean up and down. All right. Do, 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 do. So we're cleaning up anything that's blocking abundance and flow. We're also picking anything off that's been stuck to us. And if we've called in our angels and guides, we're having them help us to clear the energies for today, to bring in awesomeness as well. So you can utilize them. They're willing to help if you've called in them today. I can speak for Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain at least, and they're willing to help. Well, so is Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, and White Buffalo Calf Woman. But, sure. All right, so we're moving blocks from abundance. We're seeing our path is clear. We're calling in our guides. And we'll end this a few minutes early today. We will be live again tomorrow, for sure. Today is Wednesday, so at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 9 p.m. There we go. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Hershey will be live tonight with Shadow Reads. Who else is live today? I don't know. I know Victor is. I don't know if anybody else is. No one without some shenanigans in life. I'm calling shenanigans.
I'm calling shenanigans. My cheesy poof, starving Marvin. My papa. I'm calling shenanigans.
All right, let's seal this off. We're going to seal this off. A little energy push. You may feel that. Oh, I did. All right. Boom, hermetically sealed with love. There we go. I got like 3 stones on her neck. Empty tiger's eye. Ooh, you can see the blue in it just right. Oh, there's the blue flash. Blue tiger's eye with the blue flash. I've never gotten it to flash that good before, but there you go, guys. That's blue flash tiger's eye. That's amazing. All right, and then we have the citrine, or the calcite, sorry, and then the big honker. But, so we're finding them. They're buried in the box. But I'm in California, and your transmission is going out, Josh. What is Hershey's contact? Hershey's information. It would be Hershey, the Shadow Seeker. Matter of fact, hang on, we can do this. There you go. Wow. Just tap on and you can tag her channel right there. So I pinned Hershey's channel to the comments or to the chat there. All right, guys, let's get close this out here. And thank you. I haven't forgotten about ramblings and other things as well. So you may get a ramblings depending on where I'm driving and the whatnot as well. And yeah, but we're here. We're not going anywhere. Yesterday's Good Dunning almost got 200 views. So grateful beyond all sorts of words here. And we let go, right? And trust. If there's something in front of your universe, and because I was playing around with all this up and down in my universe about canning or keeping or not keeping the channel, right? And I have one too. A blue tiger's eye. Blue tiger's eye is amazing. He ramble, but yeah, I can ramble. That's for sure. A lot of empaths want to make sure, and this is something I've just learned over the past few days. That they want to make sure that because generally they weren't heard by their direct people in their universe, but I wasn't. That they may talk more, ramble more, because you want to make sure that you're heard and make sure that it's heard clearly, that there's no like confusion, or I'm not leaving you in a frustrated or angered state or anything, right? Because empath broken, when you're empath energy, which is it's broken energy, right? It's not right, exactly. People energy pleasing energy, right? So yeah, but hope you're warm. It is not warm here. It's like 5 degrees right now, but it's cold. But it's supposed to warm up again, but it is winter time. Exactly, ramble. Exactly, because it's what it is. It's a part of being a empath is to ramble in a lot of ways, right? So we'll maybe do another ramblings nonetheless, but I don't think I'll get into the mountains, because anything above like 9 or 10,000 feet, you never know if you're gonna turn around and come into a snowbank or something, or start driving in snow, or get up to the top of a hill and it's all snowy, and then you gotta slide down the hill. Nonetheless, but it's like having breakfast. Aw. Thank you. All right, guys, let's close this out. We'll be live again tomorrow, and yeah. But once the weather gets a little better around here, I am in Colorado, so we will utilize the backdrop of beautiful Colorado like we did not before. And there's a couple guides, a couple people have been saying through their guides and such that I am not long for being in Colorado. Something bigger is going to happen, and I'm going to be whisked out of Colorado. Ron's like, only you. Oh my God, Ron is like coming in saying, "You'll see soon enough." Is basically all I'm feeling here. But I don't know. But I've had two different people tell me that their guides have told me that sooner than later, I will be hasta la Colorado. But who knows? But I don't know anything. I'm just grateful. And exactly. All right, so let's take our left arm up and put it to person to your left. There we go. Hello. And take our right arm up and put it on the person to our right. There we go. And we take our heart chakra and our heart and love energy out of our left hand and send it around clockwise to and through each and every one of us. As we send our love through, it goes around and through each of our hearts. And as we spin around and spin up our love, the hearts connect in the one bigger heart. And as we spin up faster and faster and faster, we take our hearts and connect them to each other. Like the Large Hadron Collider, as the atoms spin together, they become one big atom. And just like us, we connect our one big heart into, like a reverse tornado, into the greater source field. And we see each and everybody in the greater source field in love and peace. And we see each and every one of us here in love and peace as well. And we see everybody today, of course, calling in their guides, calling in their angels, and calling in their family, walking not alone on their path, and of course seeing their path as smooth and clear as possible. As we call in our guides and angels, we then can release control from ourselves and stand in presence, right? And as we stand in presence and release the control, right, to our guides and angels and to the bigger, greater source field as it is, we then allow for things to vibrate in, as we are not trying to push or pull the energy in any direction, as we are just standing in presence and walking forward. As we allow for that, we see ourselves as the energy, not the hustle energy, but the energy of love and peace, and the energy that attracts what we are looking for when we are in alignment with what we are looking for, in alignment with how we are walking, in alignment with our higher self and our guides and angels. We allow for that to all come in, and of course we see our universe in that highest loving light, in that light that provides for us what we are looking for, that helps to clear our traumas. And as we partner with our guides and angels and ancestors and soul and spirit family, we now can see in a bigger light that we are not alone, that we have a partner, and each and every step that we take, and that we do not have to stand in our lower 4D, lower selves to try to create, when we have all kinds of energetic help to do so for us. Of course, we see Mother Gaia with no X's or O's in her sky, and of course no PFAs are forever chemicals and plastics in her water and soils. And with that, we close out today by saying hallelujah. So it is. And of course, so it always, as always, shall be. There we go, guys. So yeah, as you go out today, call in your guides, call in your angels, call in your family. You are not calling them in, that is up to you. But then when you stand there in the soup and start getting frustrated in yourself, realize there's energetic help out there that can help you if you ask for it, right? All right, guys. Phyllis Diller. There's no business like show business like no business. I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything about... There you go. Phyllis Diller. Everything the traffic will allow. When you are feeling and you take that extra bow. All right, there we go. There's my Phyllis Diller. Not much, but she is known for singing that song. So there you go. Right, and of course, if you want an airplane, when the shit hits the fan, right? There you go. So, Airplane 2, right? You want Phyllis Diller going to Airplane 2, or is it Airplane 1? Where he's in the hospital, right? And he's, the woman she starts singing. As a matter of fact, it's Phyllis Diller right there, singing. Or is that Ethel Merman? It might actually be Ethel Merman in Airplane, but it's either Ethel Merman or Phyllis Diller. I'm not sure which one. But her laugh. Yes, she was. But all right, guys. We're all unique. Find your uniqueness and let it shine. There you go. All right. So calling your guides today. Stand strong. You are not. Like Michael Jackson's coming. You are not alone. I am here with you. So yeah, if you're working with Michael Jackson as well, call him in too, right? You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you, right? We're a part of we, right? So there you go. If you get it, then you got it. But all right, guys, stay awesome because you are. And remember, everything you do creates. What are you looking to create today? So call in your guides, and you can stop creating confusion. There you go. All right, guys, I love you. Stay awesome. Thank you. And we will be live, not Memorex, again tomorrow. And I will see you somewhere out there in the YouTube universe, but definitely in Hershey's chat tonight. All right, guys, stay awesome. Love you. I'll see you in the next.